ニューヨークメッツが6月時点でリーグ最高勝率を誇りながら、シーズン終盤に大失速し、プレーオフ進出を逃しました。日本時間9月30日、ベイスポーツ専門局 ESPN の元記者リッチ・アイゼン氏がホストを務める人気ポッドキャスト番組ザ・リッチ・アイゼンショーでは、ファンの失望やオーナーの謝罪、さらにはフアン・ソトの発言や辛辣な皮肉を交えた論評など、メッツ崩壊の一部始終が徹底的に語られました。ヤンキースファンとして知られるアイゼン氏は、過去にもソトがメッツに移籍した際の発言、ここは長い間メッツの街だったに激怒し、自身の番組で今すぐニューヨークから出ていけと繰り返し主張していた経緯があります。そして今回、メッツがプレーオフ進出を逃したことで、アイゼン氏の矛先は再び外へと向けられました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
You know how certain great sports towns all have a favorite team that everybody's rooting for and pulling for? You love that dirty water in Boston for your Red Sox,
Absolutely.
right? You know what I mean? And there are so many other cities whose town it is. And those teams start winning and the town goes crazy for them. We see it all the time. For instance, in the Mets town of New York City, the New York Metropolitans had the best record in baseball on June the 12th and finished up in a Mets town with a record of 38-55. And all they needed was one win against the Marlins, and they get shut out. Now the Reds are going to the playoffs. The Reds are coming here to the great city of Los Angeles. You know, with all due respect to the Angels, a Dodgers town.
Yeah, I mean,
right? I mean, you would know that, Mike, as a Dodger fan for 5 minutes. You even get it.
Yep, I get it.
And so the Mets are out instead of being here in Los Angeles, where so many Mets fans could have seen them play. But not the case. The owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen, taken to X to apologize. Apologize to the fans. You did your part by showing up and supporting the team. We didn't do our part.
Facts.
We will do a postmortem and figure out the obvious and less obvious reasons why the team didn't perform up to your and my expectations. We're all feeling raw today. The result was unacceptable. Your emotions tell me how much you care and continues to motivate the organization to do better. Thank you to the best fans in sports. You might say that this Mets finish was tough to stomach. Oh, there's the stomach. Right there. Belonging to the man who showed up in his Mets uniform and called it a Mets town after helping the Yankees get to the World Series and then took the Mets money and called it a Mets town. And the Mets, with the second largest payroll in sports, don't even make the playoffs. Man, that's a shame.
It's insane coming from a Yankee fan who
You know what?
had the largest payroll
Actually,
for years.
if you made the playoffs, it would have been the second largest playoff payroll in baseball against the most. And they're giving Ohtani the mother of all 401ks.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Ks, I wish Lindor had struck out instead of grounding into a double play to end the season, because who was on deck but Juan Soto? That would have been the ultimate chef's kiss, to have him be the one to end the season. Instead, here's Juan Soto after the Mets. Wait a minute. I wrote what they did something to the bed. I'll look it up. Just roll it in the meantime.
Anyway.
Where did this go wrong in your mind?
What do you mean?
Why did this not translate? Why did the talent not translate to wins?
Baseball, man. Baseball. I don't think even if you have a great team in paper, nobody's going to bring it to you. You got to go out there and get it. So I think it's part of it, and we just fell off short.
Well, what do you think has to change next year?
I mean, we have everything we need. I say we just got to win games. I think that's the only thing we got to change. Win games.
What do you mean, he said, when asked why it didn't work out? You know, he's going to the playoffs instead of Juan Soto, the team he left.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. I think we actually have an AI rendering. Somebody sent this to me. This is fantastic. You've got the old AI rendering. There's a judge behind the door and Juan forlornly looking through it.
Forlornly.
I mean, Juan Soto had a tremendous
It wasn't his
season.
fault. He was amazing this year.
So maybe that's why he doesn't understand what went wrong.
Yeah,
I was
great.
did his part.
Or they weren't talking his native tongue, which is money. That's the language
you gotta
that
stop
talks.
that, man.
Why do I have to stop it?
You really got to stop
Why
that.
do I have to stop it?
Because then other things will get brought up. Everybody takes the money,
You know
man.
what?
That's what we do here in this society. Everybody takes the money.
He can go yachting in October.
You know what I mean? You would take the money. Brockman would take the money. Del Tufo would take the money.
Okay.
I would take. Everyone would take the money.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
Must be
Who wants to
money.
be a Yankee in a
The
Mets
fact
town
is,
anyway?
we knew that this team, Chris, and didn't I say this all year? I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts because I know it won't.
Oh, tough to stomach.
All right, that's what. Go
Tough to
Red Sox. I can't believe you're going to make me root for them.
But what's fascinating to me about Ohtani is he can be whoever he wants to be any year. Like going into the season, it's like he sits at home and says, all right, who do I want to be this year? What all is the team going to ask of me this year? Okay, last year the team's not going to ask me to pitch. Okay, I'll steal 50 this year. This team I got to pitch. All right, I'll take a step back on the stolen bases. I'll go out there and show you how dominant. It's fascinating. No other player in the game other than Aaron Judge with the bat goes into the season saying, I'm going to dominate this year.
And I think he's got an axe to grind with the World Series, even though they won it last year. He was hurt, nicked up, didn't show his best performance. I think he wants some pitch in it. I think there's a lot on the line for him.
For sure.
Absolutely. I think Gary Cohen put it perfectly. This slow collapse.
It was an extended period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like what happened with Detroit, where Cleveland was able to catch them and go on this, meteoric rise. They were one of the worst teams in baseball for a good 3.5
They
month
started
stretch.
45-24. They ended up 38-55 over the final 93.
I mean, obviously, the trade deadline didn't work out. Starting rotation left them exposed late. Minaya didn't come back and help. Vientos didn't necessarily play well. The offense after the big four at the top kind of left a lot to be desired. But what's your take on ultimately why they're going home today?
Yeah, ultimately, I think it's the hot start prevented them from making some necessary moves that they probably should have made. Because when you look at Peterson and understand that you have Minaya coming up and Holmes is pitching really well, I mean, the top of the rotation for the Mets might as well had Yamamoto, Glasnow, Ohtani, Snell. Like, when you go by the numbers, the starting staff was that good. Yeah. And you have to think, all right, we look in the mirror as an organization. Is this where we are? Are these guys going to be okay? And if the answer is yes, then absolutely. And then the injuries end up hurting you, and the guys that you have in the wings don't end up stepping up. But it has to be more than, because I've been leaning on, it's the starting pitching. And I still believe that. Yeah. But winning teams, I mean, we're talking about a team who had to win 83, 84 games. We're not asking the Mets to win 95 games. And the lead that they had, you got to find a way. Even if the pitching isn't getting it done for you, that's when your defense needs to step up. You can't make mistakes. There's